Arshdeep Singh, Parneet Kaur, Komal Lekhi.
Hi Himani.
Himani.
And I'm Jia.
Jia.
So we Unirisers welcome you here on behalf of the entire school administration and students to the Unirise World School.
Thank you.
We are honoured and grateful to have you here today.
Pleasure is mine.
We've got the golden opportunity to interact with Sir Vikas Hira. He is serving as Sub-Divisional Magistrate Jagram. Sir is a 2016 batch PCS officer and has started his work as SDM Amritsar. And now he is currently serving as SDM Jagram. So with these words, let's get more information from Sir himself. Sir, shall we?
Please.
Sir, would you be kind enough to throw some light on your educational background, including your schooling and higher education?
So I did my schooling from Chandigarh and I studied in multiple schools. One was YPS, then Shishu Niketan, then government school. So I had a good and bad of all the various schools because the pedagogy as well as the educational quality is different in all the schools. But I was lucky enough to have good teachers and positive people, so they helped me. That is my schooling.
Thank you, sir, for giving us an insight in education background.
So, out of your parents, whom do you think inspired you the most and why?
I cannot choose one. They both have their positive impact on me in various capacities. Because as we move down the line, you someday will recall, oh, this particular thing is because of my mother in me or my father. So, but parents are the most closest person, even if you acknowledge it or not. So, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਦਿਮਾਗ ਉੱਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਛਾਪ ਛੱਡ ਰਹੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, was it your passion or someone's motivation which led you to become a PCS officer? Would you guide us?
So it was solely my decision and my thought process of pursuing my career in civil services. I never faced any pressure from my parents to pursue any particular trade. Though by profession I am an engineer, they never forced me or like guided me to let be an engineer or be a civil servant. It was solely and through my decision.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, you are such an intellectual. Was it that you yourself decide to serve the country, or did someone inspire you for it?
See, we all are relatively intellectual people. So my intellect has nothing to do with serving my country. And we all can serve our country in different manners. Everyone can. Even you can. Madam is certainly helping because education is the parameter to serve your country. What we are doing, we are just fulfilling a role which is I have taken deliberately because of my profession or my job rather. But you as kids, you can do wonders. Yeah, like you don't need to be a civil servant to do like good things for your country.
That is so nice.
So,
Sir, you are such a pleasing and charming personality. We are sure you must have some ideals. Can you share some ideals beside your parents?
yes, I love the philosophy of Buddha, Nanak, Guru Nanak, Baba Nanak. So these are the two persons I really admire because of how they maintain the balance of your life. Because in our present society we are living in two extremes. So one, you can easily see that there is one particular aspect of society which is very blessed and one particular society who are struggling on day-to-day basis. Because what is poverty? Poverty is not having an option. आपके पास ऑप्शन ही नहीं है. जैसे अगर आपको एक पर्टिकुलर ड्रेस चाहिए, आपके पास तीन होंगी, किसी के पास एक भी नहीं होगी. So that is not having an option. गरीबी जिसे हम कहते हैं. तो उस सारे सिनारियोज में आप अपने आप को बैलेंस कैसे रखोगे? आप अगर आप बाबा नानक को ध्यान से पढ़ोगे या बुद्धा के बारे में पढ़ोगे, and please read a lot. Not just to be intellectually smart,
Yes.
but be intellectually honest. उसके लिए आपको you have to read a lot. So for that particular guidance के लिए there is Buddha and there is Nanak.
That sounds great, sir. Thank you.
So, would you like to give a message to the girls like me to choose a career as a PCS rather than going abroad?
See, I won't advise you to be anything. I have a niece, very btiji hai 2 saal ki. And we always discuss it, she can be anything what she want. But just be good at it. If you want to be a, grass cutter, be the best grass cutter in the world. So there is no replacement. If you want to be a cook, there is no shame in it. If you want to be a chef, there is no shame in it. If you want to drive a car, just excel in whatever you do. Be a pilot, be a person, you can be anything.
Thanks for your guidance.
Sir, would you like to share any adversity or barrier that you faced in your career and how it transformed you as an ED teacher?
See, every day before getting selected or before clearing the exam, everything, whatever you're going through, you feel that you are being victimized by the scenarios which is happening. But retrospectively, when you think about those timings and those situations which you are facing, circumstances, they make you stronger. They make you a personality which you are today. So when we say problem, I started saying that they were actually opportunities. And after clearing the exam, I'll say that there was 2 particular situations which was very tough for me as an individual and officer. One was there was a Dussehra tragedy at Amritsar, if you can recall.
Yes.
So I was the only officer who was at that spot. And another one was the first COVID death in Punjab was one of Shri Bhai Nirmal Singh Khalsa ji. So I was deputed there too for the cremation. So there were 2 particular incidents when we faced that, this is tough. Because there is no standard operating procedures to deal with those situations.
Yes.
But by help of my team and just pure common sense, you are able to overcome those scenarios.
Thank you, sir. It sounds so motivational. And I also agree with this, that adversity is a part of brave mind. Even I speak my favorite poem when I feel scared, like this is a lesson you should heed. Try again. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Then your courage should appear. Then your courage should fear. If you conquer fear, your courage would never appear. Try again. No matter whatever obstacles are coming in our path, we should face them bravely, and time will give us reward for our hard work.
It's very motivating.
Yes, sir.
So contemporary times of the youth moving to foreign countries. So did this idea never fascinate you?
It was. I got admitted in a very prestigious university abroad, US to be specific, but I chose not to go. I got admitted in there's a California university, but then again you thought that there is no fun in going, because once you move, you have to be honest with your parents and your family here. You tell them that I am going for good, I am not coming back. So you have to see, in India there is lots of opportunities because there is lots of people, and you should not run away because that's the easy way out. Let's go abroad, you will do something and you will have a relative better quality of life. But quality of life doesn't mean a good social well-being person. You may feel at times deserted, alone, aloof, helpless. So for that, emotional and social attachments, which is prevalent because of our social fiber, you need to be here, and opportunities are there. Now we are moving in a society, you all must have Facebook accounts.
Yes, sir.
Good. Very good for you. WhatsApp, you have access to WhatsApp.
Yes.
You have, well, some of you must have heard Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. So we are living in a situation when you don't need to move out of your bedroom to have employment. And why do you want to leave your country? I don't understand that.
That is so admirable and praiseworthy, sir.
Sir, as today's youth is not so focused and determined, would you like to give any message for the youth of today?
Just follow what your elders are telling you. They may not be right 100% of the time, but they are fairly right on 90-95% of the things. So yes, you have every generation have their sets of ideas and inspirations, but the experience always counts, and in due course of time you will learn to appreciate the wisdom of elderlies. Just hold your horses. There is no short-term gains or short-term goals. Everything is placed biologically, historically, anthropologically. They have set courses that after 18 years you get a driving license, that after 21 you will get married, or your education will be completed after 15 to 16 or 10th. They are parameters set by society for your betterment. Don't try to rush into things by peer pressure. Just be true to yourself, intellectually as well as behavior-wise.
Thank you, sir. I am sure your words would take a long way for motivating us. We really appreciate a high caliber person like you for taking out your time from so busy schedule and interact with us. It is a great pleasure to know about you and what inspires you. We hope to meet you again and good luck for your future. Thank you, sir. Have a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck everyone, and I wish you, I really hope that you become a bigger and better officer.
Sure.
If you want to pursue, otherwise feel free to do anything what you want to do. You are from Chuggaon area?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
And do you have any hobbies? What do you want? What do you do apart from your office? No, so not office, your school and your homework. What do you do?
Actually, I love to become a cosmetologist.
That is what you want to do.
No,
But
I also
what
love to do makeup and all.
Perfect, fine.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Sir, I'm fond of painting.
Great. Wonderful.
So I like to read some books as well as I love to dance and singing.
So you do that on daily basis or once or twice a week?
It's not regularly, but when I get my leisure time, I do that. I like painting.
Painting, you like painting?
Sir, I like to
You like to?
cooking.
Cooking. Wonderful. Brilliant. See, I ask you because hobbies are the only thing which will sustain you through tough times.
Yeah.
So please follow it. I like to play video games, I still do.
Right, thank you, sir. You can use.
Thank you, sir.